Hello everyone, my name is Ahmet Kırşelik and I am a student at the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Bilkent University. And this is my turn project for the EE102 lab. In this project, I designed a room that protects human life from fire by analyzing both the fire situations in the room and the hallway, and also the human presence in the room. Then, let me explain the states that I use in my FSM for this design. We have human presence, fire in the room, and fire in the hallway as state variables. First, we have the idle state, which has neither a person nor a fire in the setup. Then, when we detect a fire signal in the hallway, we go into the second state. It goes on similarly until we reach the last state, which has a human in the room and fire in both the room and the hallway. All of the actions are controlled by this FSM, and the actions are shown on the screen. We can detect the fire situation in the room and the hallway by using a temperature sensor and a smoke detector for each of them. We can also analyze the human presence in the room by using a motion detector which looks at the door and toggles a human presence signal each time it activates. We can monitor the temperature data of the room by using the 7-segment display on the basis tree board, and we can monitor the temperature data of the hallway by using the Arduino serial monitor. By analyzing the situational data that sensors give, we are able to control the window and the door of the room by a servo for each. We also use a water pump as a simulation for fire extinguisher. There is also a visual and the audio alarm by a LED and a buzzer. Finally, there is a DC motor for a fan that lets out the smoke in the room. First, let me demonstrate a state where there is a human in the room, as can be seen in this LED, and there is no fire in both the hallway and the room, as can be seen in these LEDs. Then, let me start a fire in the hallway. When the fire starts in the hallway, the alarm starts, as can be seen, and the window is open. Door is closed. Then let me demonstrate another state, where there is a human in the room, there is no fire in the hallway, and there is no fire in the room. I will now start a fire in the room by lighting a lighter. When the fire starts, the alarm is on, since there is a human in the room. The window is closed, because we should cut the oxygen of the fire, and the door is open, because the hallway is safer than the room. As I have demonstrated, we managed to create a room that takes appropriate actions in the necessary situations. However, this design has some limitations. For instance, we are only able to predict the human presence accurately when there is only one visitor. Since the motion detector toggles the human presence signal at its every activation. Even though it has some limitations, I hope this design will help us prevent any more disasters like the Bolu disaster to happen again. Thank you for listening.